Hi guys, my name is Trinity, and if you are here, you must be here to see me unhaul some books, because that's what we are doing today. Alright guys, your girl is a hot mess, and so I'm going to do this unhaul just with me showing the books that are in the unhaul. And I will record something nice later to intro the video. So I went through my shelves. I have 3 bags of books that are going to the buy-sell trade. So I wanted to go ahead and show them off to you before I get rid of them. Obviously, here we have the Shadow and Bone Trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. If you guys have been following along, you will know I really liked Shadow and Bone, didn't like Siege and Storm, and really don't care about the 3rd book. So they're going bye-bye. I haven't really been enjoying N.K. Jemisin, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I believe it's book 2 anyway, or no, book 3 of the Inheritance Trilogy. It's one I found at the buy-sell trade that I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and buy it, and then never bought the other books. Oh, here comes the killer. I am unhauling Dresden. They are all going. The Girl on the Train, I read it, I liked it, don't feel the need to keep it. Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. I haven't really liked her contemporary stuff as much as I've liked her historical stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that. Same with Night Road. The Physic Book of Deliverance Dane by Catherine Howe. Read it, enjoyed it, don't feel like reading it again. House of Velvet and Glass. I never really found the desire to read this after purchasing it, and I don't know why. It's about the Titanic and gypsies and all that stuff, so I should have found the desire at some point, just never did. Homebody by Orson Scott Card. I don't even know why I bought this. Firefly Lane. Read it, loved it, don't feel the need to read it again. The Scarlet Gospels by Clive Barker. It was okay. Sandstorm by James Rollins. Now this is a book that I have always thought sounded interesting, but then just never read it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Alrighty, in this second bag, I have some PC Cast. These are kind of YA romance, and I have read these before. I don't feel like I'm ever going to go back to them. My ridiculously old copy of 1984. The Divine series by PC Cast. I'm probably never going to read it again. I did keep the romance ones that I love by her. They're still up there. Needful Things, Stephen King. The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. While I absolutely loved this book, I just don't see myself rereading it. Oh, Before They Are Hanged. So I will let you know that the rest of First Law is in here, minus Best Served Cold. Crosstalk by Connie Willis. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but then I didn't. I enjoyed the first half, but I really didn't like the second half. No Exit by Taylor Adams. I did just read this recently. However, I don't think I'm going to read it again, but it was really good. Okay, there is the rest of Joe Abercrombie. The Belated Faith. I probably won't reread that. And A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And then Archive of the Forgotten. I'm not going to read that. I'm really not going to read that. I've given up on that one. So Trudy Canavan, The Rogue. I'm getting rid of this because I found a set of the whole series. So I'm going to stick with the paperback set that I got and get rid of this one. The Wolf Age, I had bought this at the buy sell trade thinking it sounded really, really cool. And then later found out it is like book 3 or 4 of this series. So I am intrigued by it, but not enough to purchase 3 more books. So you guys may know that I absolutely loved The Vagrant by Peter Newman. But when I started The Malice, I didn't like it quite as much. And since finishing The Malice, I have not had the desire to start the 7, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. All right, and for bag number 3, we have book 3 of the Black Musician Trilogy by Trudy Canavan. Now, the reason I'm getting rid of these is because I would really like to find these in hardback if I can, because I really, really enjoy this trilogy. John Carter of Mars, the first 5 novels. I got this from one of the little libraries where I traded my books, and then I just never had the desire to pick it up. I don't know why, but I don't know. All right, the Succubus series by Rochelle Mead. I loved these books, but I probably will never reread them again. And I'm getting away from urban fantasy, and so I feel like I'm not going to pick them back up. But they were really, really good. Succubus Blues, I think, is actually the first one. And Fable Haven, my son read it. He enjoyed it, but he is done with it, and he wants me to get him another book. So... The Enemy by Charlie Hegsen. Now, this is one I always intended to read, but then I kind of grew out of the whole zombie post-apocalyptic stuff and never picked it up. Okay, so I'm not going to dig through here, but my Odd Thomas series is going, so you guys can see... I've had them for forever. I have just never picked them back up, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. I Strand by P.N. Elrod. I can't even remember what I thought about this book, but I did like P.N. Elrod a while ago whenever I was really getting into the detective novels, and P.N. Elrod wrote one that was really great, now, but I don't even remember this particular book. All right, and Dan Simmons, we have Drood, Black Hills, and The Abominable. Also, I have down here some Anne Rice that I'm not going to read, a series by Kelly Armstrong that I loved whenever I was younger, but I'm not going to go back to it. And so there we go. That is my massive unhaul that I have. All right, guys, that is it for my video today. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.